Good evening. Time is free, but it is priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once you have lost, you can never get it back. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Government mechanisms in place to deal with National Audit Office's report. National Bureau for Revenue launched NBR Digital Stamp mobile application for smartphones. Ministry's efforts to provide adequate housing services to citizens discussed. Abu Dhabi raised golden visa validity to 10 years for all categories. Iraq extended visa waivers for GCC brothers beyond Gulf Cup. News in detail. Government mechanisms in place to deal with the National Audit Office's report. The government has developed mechanisms for dealing with the National Audit Office's report in implementation of the objectives of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince and Prime Minister. Cabinet Affairs Minister Faisal Al Maliki affirmed the government's immediate handling of the remarks in the report, with the referral of 5 to the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs for investigation, follow upon 249 observations with government entities to rectify their status, and referral of 2 of the Interior Ministry's General Directorate of Anti-Corruption and Economic and Electronic Security to take the appropriate legal measures. National Bureau for Revenue launched NBR Digital Stamp mobile application for smartphones. The National Bureau for Revenue has launched the NBR Digital Stamp mobile application for smartphones in parallel with the completion of all phases of the digital stamp scheme on cigarette products. This will enable users to scan the digital stamp QR code on the tobacco products to ensure that the product is authentic and the information displayed meets the standards. The digital stamp scheme aims to track excise goods from the manufacturing stage up to consumption through security features and codes on the digital stamp. As emphasized by the NPR, the launch of the digital stamp scheme plays a role in the community partnership that supports the users in the first place, as it will enable users to scan the QR code on the digital stamp to ensure the tobacco product is authentic and matches the details. In case the product information does not match or no digital stamp is placed on the product, users will be urged to cooperate with the NBR by submitting a report through the application that will be referred to the relevant authorities for investigation. The mobile application is currently available for download through the App Store, Google Play Store and NBR's website www.nbrgovernment.bh, where further details are provided. The NBR called on stakeholders to comply with the last implementation milestone that came into effect on October 16, 2022, where the possession, trade, sale or supply of the cigarette products without a digital stamp in the local market has been prohibited. The milestone is within a specific time plan that initially came into effect on March 11, 2022. Registered importers and local manufacturers were enabled to submit digital stamps purchase requests via the system. The second milestone banned the import of those products that do not have valid and activated digital stamps into Bahrain starting July 17, 2022. Further information about the digital stamp scheme is available through to the call center on 80008001, available 24 hours 7 days a week, or by email through ds@npr.government.bh, in addition to the NPR's website, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube channels. BD 100,000 registration fee to set up tobacco facility. Investors seeking to set up tobacco manufacturing and packaging operations in Bahrain will have to pay BD 100,000 as registration fees. Annual renewal fees for a cigarette factory has been set at BD 10,000. Ministry's efforts to provide adequate housing services to citizens discussed. Housing and Urban Planning Minister Amna bint Ahmed Al Ribaihi discussed topics pertaining to the social housing sector with MP Jalal Kadham. During the meeting, they stressed the importance of enhancing cooperation between the Housing and Urban Planning Ministry and the Representatives Council. They also reviewed the ministry's plans and programs to provide decent, adequate and distinguished housing services to the citizens. The lawmaker commended the Housing and Urban Planning Ministry's efforts to provide affordable social housing to the citizens, affirming his keenness to cooperate with the ministry to implement its housing plans and programs that would achieve the interests of the citizens. Shura Council approved tourism law amendments. Bahrain's upper chamber has unanimously approved amendments to tourism laws that would give officials more decision-making powers and authority now that the sector has its own ministry. Amendments to the 1986 Tourism Law and the 2006 Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority Establishment and Organizational Law were reviewed and endorsed by the Shura Council yesterday. LMRA conducted inspection campaigns in capital and southern governorates. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority conducted 2 inspection campaigns on a number of shops, work sites and labour gathering places. LMRA noted that a joint inspection campaign conducted in the capital governorate in coordination with the Nationality Passports and Residence Affairs and the governorate's respective police directorate, and an inspection campaign in the southern governorates conducted by LMRA's enforcement sector. The campaigns resulted in reporting several violations related to the labour market in residency laws. The reported cases were referred for legal action. Now we will be back after a very short break. The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com.
Welcome back. Inflation in Saudi Arabia rose to 3.3%. Saudi Arabia's inflation rose to 3.3% year-on-year on December 2022, according to recent data by the General Authority for Statistics. Inflation is measured by the change percentage in the cost of living between the current period and the corresponding period of the previous year. The authority attributed the rise in the inflation rate during December on an annual basis to the increase in the prices of housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels by 5.9% and the prices of food and beverages by 4.2%. The CPI reflects price changes of a fixed basket of goods and services that includes 490 items. The items were chosen based on the results of the household expenditure and income survey conducted in 2018. The increase in the segment of housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels was affected by the increase of 6.8% in rental prices paid for housing, which in turn was affected by the increase of apartment rental prices by 18.1%. Abu Dhabi raised Golden Visa validity to 10 years for all categories. The Golden Visa period in Abu Dhabi is updated to a period of 10 years for all categories, instead of 5 years, according to Mark Dorsey, Director of Operations at the Abu Dhabi Residence Office. Holders of this visa can sponsor spouses, children, and parents, regardless of age, with the addition of a new main category and subcategories based on recommendations from the relevant offices, such as the Abu Dhabi Office for Residents, Dorsey added. Abu Dhabi Residence Office indicated that the Golden Visa is now valid for 10 years and offers a wide range of residency options for professionals and researchers in the fields of science and knowledge, such as doctors, specialists, scientists, and inventors. The UAE government previously launched the Golden Residency Program with the aim of providing long-term residency permits, which give a holder the opportunity to reside in the country without the need for a guarantor. Iraq extended visa waivers for GCC brothers beyond Gulf Cup. Iraq's Prime Minister Mohammad Shia al-Sudani has ordered an extension of measures introduced to allow citizens of GCC easier entry through the Arabian Gulf Cup. The 8-team tournament kicked off in the southern port city of Basra on January 6th and will end on January 19th. It brings together teams from the 6 Gulf Cooperation Council states, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, and Qatar, as well as Iraq and Yemen, to encourage GCC citizens to come and support their teams. Iraq waived visa fees and tariffs on cars for Gulf fans until the end of the Gulf Cup tournament, but Mr. al-Sudani on Saturday announced that this would be extended. Nepal plane crash, black box found, but hopes for fighting survivors nil. A 72-seater passenger aircraft operated by Etihad Airlines crashed in Nepal's Pokhara as the plane approached a newly built airport in the tourist town. At least 66 people were confirmed dead in the plane crash in Nepal, the worst air crash in 3 decades in the small Himalayan nation. Officials said that they had retrieved the remains of 68 people on board a 72-seater passenger aircraft operated by Etihad Airlines before they had to call off the search operation for the day. However, the death toll was revised down to 66 from Sunday 68 after a recount early Monday morning. The twin-engine ATR-72 aircraft was flying from Kathmandu to Pokhara, a tourist town located 200 kilometers west, when it crashed while attempting to land at a newly opened airport. Cold wave grips Delhi. Mercury dips to lowest this season. A cold wave gripped the northern plains as northwesterly winds dipped the mercury by 1 to 2% degrees Celsius in most places in Delhi on Monday, with Safdarjung, the city's representational weather station, recording a minimum temperature of 1.4 degrees Celsius, the lowest minimum this season. The station recorded the lowest temperature since January 1st, 2021, 1.1 degrees Celsius, a day after the mercury there dipped into 4.7 degrees Celsius on Sunday. Night temperatures have dipped sharply, but a relatively warm day was expected at 18 degrees Celsius. Delhi recorded a maximum temperature of 17.8 degrees Celsius on Sunday and 18.4 degrees Celsius on Saturday. Northwesterly winds kept the air quality in the poor category on Monday morning. The air quality improved from the very poor category on Sunday. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.